to Ninu's math class. In the previous class, we have discussed about transversal of any two lines and angles made by transversal. In today's video, we are discussing about transversal of parallel lines. Okay, please subscribe my channel and click on bell icon. So let's start. Let's start our class. Transversal of parallel lines. What is a parallel line? Parallel lines are those lines, they will not meet anywhere. Okay. Consider two parallel lines. These are two parallel lines, L and M. They will not meet anywhere. Consider a transversal T. This is a transversal T to these two parallel lines. Cut these lines at two distinct points. This is the transversal of parallel lines. There are some interesting facts about these transversal and the corresponding angles made by the transversal with the parallel lines. So, we can discuss one by one. Okay, fact number one, that is, if the transversal cut the two parallel lines, then the corresponding angles, should be equal in measure. Fact number one, if L is parallel to M, then corresponding angles will be equal. Corresponding angles will be equal. This is the fact number one. That is, if L is parallel to M, then the corresponding angles are equal and vice versa. If corresponding angles are equal, then L is parallel to M. This is the fact number one. First factor of transversal of parallel is fact number two. If these two lines, parallel lines cut by a transversal, then this line should be parallel, then these two angles means alternate interior angle should be equal. Okay, this is the fact number two. Fact number two is if L is parallel to M, then alternate interior angle should be equal. We know that what is alternate interior angle? They are in this side and opposite direction. One is in this direction, another. Interior means inside of the two lines. Here fact number two states that if L is parallel to M, then alternate interior angles are equal. If alternate interior angles are equal, then L is parallel to M. This is the fact number two. First factor is if L is parallel to M, then corresponding angles are equal. If second fact is if L is parallel to M, then alternate interior angles should be equal. Okay. These are the two. What is third property? That is, if transversal T cuts the two parallel lines L and M such that the pair of interior angles on the same side of transversal should be supplementary. That is the third fact. Fact number three, similarly, we can say that the pair of co-interior angles, these interior angles on the same side of transversal means co-interior angles should be 180. That is, co-interior angles should be supplementary. Co-interior angles should be supplementary. What is a supplementary angle? Supplementary means sum of these two angles should be 180 degree. These are the three facts about the transversal of parallel lines. Okay. If T is the transversal to these two parallel lines, first fact is if L is parallel to M and cut by a transversal T, corresponding angles should be equal. That is, corresponding angles here and here, here and here. That should be equal. Next fact is if L is parallel to M cut by a transversal tree, then alternate interior angles should be equal. Here and here. Fact number 3, co-interior angle. That is, if this transversal T cut by two parallel lines, then co-interior angle. That is, co-interior angle means co means same position, same side of the transversal. Co-interior angle should be added up to 180 degree. That is, it should be, these co-interior angles should be supplementary. These are the 3 facts about transversal of parallel lines. Then we have to remember these things to do some problems about this chapter. Okay, you can easily remember these corresponding angles, vertical and opposite angles, and alternate interior angles by using some of the shapes. Here F shape represents, F shapes means represent the corresponding angles. Okay, this is F shape. F shape represent the corresponding angles, and Z shape represents, Z means alternate interior angles, and X represent vertically opposite angles. This is the corresponding angles. This is the, you can join this and this. This is the interior or alternate interior angles. This is the vertically opposite angles. Vertically opposite we have to remember these certain shapes to do some problems. F shape represent corresponding angles. These corresponding angles means this is a transversal, these are the lines, parallel lines, then this and this should be corresponding angles. They are facing the same direction. Alternate interior angle, this is the transversal and these are the two parallel lines, then these alternate interior angles should be equal. Corresponding angles also equal. Then vertically opposite, we have learned that two lines join, then vertically opposite angles should be equal. These are the some basic facts about this chapter. Okay, so we can do some problems related to this. We have to remember the 3 facts about transversal cuts the parallel lines. What are they? We know that corresponding angles should be equal. Then alternate interior angles should be equal. Then the co-interior angle should be added up to 180 degree. These are the 3 facts regarding to the when a transversal cut the two pairs problem. If L is parallel to M, cut by a transversal T, then what is the value of X? Given that this angle is 110 degree, so what is this angle? This angle also 110 degree. How? This should be vertically opposite angle. So this should be 110 degree. Then adding X plus 110 degree, what we will get? X plus 110 degree, we will get 180 degree. How? This is the angle. This will be added up to get 180. That is, co-interior angle should be supplementary. Co-interior co-interior angles on the same side of transversal. They are the interior angles on the same side of transversal. So x plus 110 degree equal to 180 degree. We got 110 and 110. These are vertically opposite angles. Again x plus 110, 180. Then x equal to 180 degree minus 110 degree. We get 70 degree. This is the answer. Here x equal to 70 degree. Given that L is parallel to M, then we can apply the above facts. That are the angles of the same side of the transversal should be 180. Then x plus 110, we get 180. Then we get x equal to 70 degree. This is very important. We got 110 here and again 110 here. These are vertically opposite angles. These are vertically opposite angles. This is the same side of interior angles. They are the interior angles on the same side of transversal. We know that these are the interior angles on the same side of transversal. This should be added to get 180 degree. We get, when we add these two angles, we will get 180 degree. Okay. This is the same co-interior angles. This is the vertically opposite angles. These two properties are used in this problem. Okay, a problem. We want to find that is if L is parallel to M. We have given two angles, 126 degree and 44 degree. They are co-interior angles. So what is the condition? If two lines should be parallel or cut by transversal, should be then the co-interior angle should be 180 degree. So we have to check 126 degree plus 44 degree. We will get only 170 degree, not equal to 180 degree. That is co-interior angle should be 180 degree. Here we will get the answer in 170 degree only. So L is not parallel to M. Okay. This is very important. Using this method we can check is if L is parallel to M or cut by a transversal. Okay. On adding this co-interior angle, we should get that it should be 180 degree. But here we will get it as 170 degree only. So it is not parallel. So this L is not parallel to M. Okay. Hope everyone understood this concept. This chapter, that is lines and angles, has been completed. Stay tuned for the next video. Thanks for watching my video.